are going to win by double figures. I think it's going to be, I'm going to call the score 126 to 111. I think it's going to be that kind of game. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I don't think the Grizzlies quite got their defensive rotations down. I expect them to give up some three-pointers, especially early to the Kings, but I expect them to get it together. I expect the Grizzlies bench to do their job. What's going on, NBA fanatics? This is your friendly neighborhood Memphis Grizzlies, home of Memphis X, and I talk hoops. Today, I am talking about win number 4 for the Memphis Grizzlies on the road on the West Coast. It was a fun game to watch. But first, every hero needs their theme music.
Piano.
Grizz gang, go hard. Baddest in the game, we be on one. I talk hoops so secure. All up on the court, but we gon' score. Memphis bringing heat straight from Tennessee. Demorant spiking, let's go, boy. He that MVP.
As you heard, I almost called the exact score of the game, got the margin correct, but I'm still a hypocrite because if you remember, I also predicted this was going to be a loss on the road trip. Now the Grizzlies might just sweep the road trip. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. First, let's talk about this win in Sacramento. As you can see, this was a big Desmond Bane game. His second big game in a row. 31 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, only 1 turnover, 11 of 18 from the field, 6 of 8 from three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and all of our consternation about his start to the season has all but gone. Morant, of course, seemingly had the flu. Of course, that is the rumor that's going around. As you can see by this tweet, Morant had the flu, had a really reserved game. His reserve game is basically, a very good game for most normal basketball players in the NBA. 8 of 18 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 22 points. But this game was categorized by the masterclass from Steven Adams. 12 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. He did have 4 turnovers, but he went 6 of 9 from the field, set some mean picks for both Morant and Desmond Bane. Just did some nice work, especially passing. And I think he's getting more and more comfortable with his increased offensive role on the team. And it's good to see. Also, Dillon Brooks finally got on track. 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. But he did hit 3 of 6 from three-point line. And if we can just get Dillon to slow it down a little bit and just stand in the corner and make standstill three-point shots, sort of like Jake LaRavia did tonight, I think he can really excel. Now, SacTown had a box score that was underwhelming. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from three-point line. But he did have 2 blocks and 2 steals and played a wonderful game, if you ask me. This is sometimes why you could say the box score can lie to you. SacTown had some very high impact plays. He had a wonderful reverse dunk, a very good block on Keegan Murray, I believe. Blocked the 3-point shot. Just a wonderful, wonderful game from SacTown. Brandon Clarke had a second big game in a row. 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. He basically had the Kyle Anderson, and it was good to see. 4 or 5 from the free throw line, like that. Tyus Jones also had a big game, 14 points, 6 of 11 from the field, came out aggressive when he came in for his first shift. 1 of 4 from the three-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 5 assists, 1 turnover. Real good game. But the guy that stole the show was Jake LaRavia. 13 points. I think it's his first game in double figures. 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. That dude always gets stocks, man. 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from three-point line. Made some good pass, good defensive rotations. Started running Keegan Murray off the three-point line, who had been killing the Grizzlies for some reason. People kept leaving him, thinking he was just a regular shooter when he is an elite shooter. But Jake LaRavia got the message, kept running him off the three-point line, played a big 30 minutes in the game. That's more than Dylan Brooks played. Closed the game out in the fourth quarter in what was a game that was not out of reach. There could have been a comeback by the Kings, but he closed the game out with Steven Adams, Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bane, and Morant. So that was very, very encouraging to see. David Roddy I would say his defense leaves a lot to be desired. His defensive focus, it waxes and wanes during the game. He did have 2 points, 1 good finish on a drive, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers. Needs to work on that defense, and I'm not worried about his shot. His shot is going to come around eventually, so let's not worry about that. But all in all, this was a good start to the road trip. I really love to see it. It was very, very good. And it's some things that kind of stuck out in this game. These 2 plays that really stuck out to me. First was this. Steven Adams Euro step to the... Oh, Steven Adams. You just do something different every game. That stood out. But the play that really put the shocker on me was Desmond Bane's three-pointer to close the first half. This was a shot that let me know that Desmond Bane has taken his game to another level, and you love to see it. Desmond Bane should be a very, very... Looks like he is going for an all-star appearance. Maybe even all-NBA. He has really turned it up so far. If he can keep this up and stay healthy, the sky's the limit for Desmond Bane. Teams are going to have to adjust their scouting report again, but the backcourt is so killer, especially now that Desmond Bane has a better dribble drive game and Morant has a better three-point shot. It's a very, very deadly combination. And then you have Tyus Jones able to come in and play with both of them. Man, life was good as a Grizzlies fan. This was a very encouraging game all around. Even got a short junior appearance to close out the game. Didn't register any stats, not even a full minute of playing time. But like I said, it is what it is. It was a good game. And another thing about Taylor Jenkins, he shortened the rotation down to 9 guys. And that is big. Taylor Jenkins has been playing 10 rain, sleet, or snow. He's played 10 since he's been here. So him playing 9 guys and basically taking Xavier Tillman out of the rotation, it's not a full indictment on Xavier Tillman, but it's a full indictment on the fit between Xavier Tillman and Brandon Clarke. That fit just does not work on the second unit. So it looks like when John Konchar gets back, he's just going to slide right back into the rotation. And then, like I said, they say, we got about 2-3 weeks before Jared gets back. Hopefully about 2 to 3 weeks before Zaire gets back, even if they said 4 to 6 weeks. They hinted that it might be a shorter period of time. They just gave him a long window. And supposedly he's getting this patellar tendonitis because he is still growing, and he is up to a full 6'10" now in stocking feet. So he is going to be a tall one. So can't wait to see Jaren and Zaire back in action. But tomorrow we're going to do the Western Conference Power Rankings after about a week and a half. And then we got Utah come Saturday, and Utah's going to be coming off a Friday game where they play tonight. I think they play at Denver tonight, and then we'll meet them in Utah Saturday. So hopefully they'll be looking like we looked against Dallas, and the Grizzlies can sneak another win off and get to 5-1. So we'll preview that and do our quick power rankings for the Western Conference tomorrow, Saturday. Peace.